Welcome everyone, I'm Winter Mystic. Recently on the internet, and more specifically on YouTube, a lot of developers and game publishers have been receiving quite a bit of negative attention. I myself am guilty of this. All of my videos, up to this point, have discussed and alluded to EA and BioWare, along with the considerable problems regarding Mass Effect Andromeda, the possibility of Knights of the Old Republic 3, along with a couple of negative comments in regards to Star Wars Battlefront 2015. Even some of the better regarded developers and publishers have seen a bit of negative press as of late. Atlas and its controversy about anyone releasing videos past the point of 7.7. Even the much beloved CD Projekt Red has had problems with people not too happy about them trademarking Cyberpunk 2077. In an attempt to make things more positive on this channel, let's converse about a game developer that hasn't seen so much controversy as of late, and in all honesty, the last bit of controversy they were embroiled in involved one of their characters' poses showing just a bit too much ass, which, as controversies have been coming nowadays, is rather trivial and slightly nonsensical. Bottom line is, Tracer is a badass with a nice ass. Blizzard has always made beautiful badasses. Nova, Kerrigan, Tyrande, the Amazon from Diablo, the Wizard from Diablo, Zarya, Diva, Ana and Farah. The list goes on and on. Hell, just look at the roster of Heroes of the Storm for confirmation. So on that note, let's talk about a game developer that does a little more, that strives to be a little better. Far from perfect, but something that many other publishers and developers, maybe EA, Ubisoft, Konami, could look to see the right way to be a capitalist, to make something worth purchasing, and not just taking something, hitting the nostalgia button, and telling people, well, this is what you're getting. Blizzard could be their Mr. Miyagi, kind of wax on, wax off, teach these fools how to polish. And with that, please enjoy my top 5 games from Blizzard. Each game will get its own video and a nice little explanation why each game is so popular, along with what it says regarding Blizzard as a developer. Without any more semantics, number 1, Overwatch. Yes, Overwatch. It just had to be. This is one of the most popular games on YouTube right now. Overwatch has become a phenomenon. It has literally launched entire channels. But why is it so popular? Why do so many people enjoy playing and watching this game, myself included? It's like the equivalent to digital crack. You just keep wanting to play over and over and over. At launch, it only had a handful of game modes, and really hasn't expanded too much other than adding the arcade and changing quick matches into their own specific match. How did it get to the top of the spectacle shooter, hero shooter, multiplayer shooter genre? Blizzard may take forever to develop a game, but when they finally release it, it's like the winner of a rap battle dropping the mic. Blizzard puts so much care and affection into their characters and its intellectual properties. It really shines through. It's like these people are trying to do something more than just turning a dollar, making a buck. When video games get classified as art, I like to think that it's from developers like this. The amount of polish and care and attention is unheard of. Some publishers will put out comic books, movies, such as Final Fantasy 15, that tie in to their video game to more expand the world, to help explain it a little better. The problem was, a person had to pay for that. All the little extras that come with Overwatch that aren't actually part of the game, Blizzard puts out in the world for free, like some sort of, I don't know, advertising, some way to entice people to come and play their game. I know, crazy, right? Why would anyone want to endorse their game for free? I mean, if you can't turn a buck on the work you're doing, why do any work at all? Truth be told, they're making money hand over fist. Every game that Blizzard has put out in the last 10 years has shot to the top of its genre, if not holding the number 1 spot. Whether it's the dungeon crawler of Diablo 3, which wasn't even that good, but still good enough to hold the number 1 spot for quite some time, or the 13-year-old running MMO World of Warcraft, or one of the few surviving RTSs, StarCraft 2, at least until Dawn of War 3 is released, it's nice to see a game developer research and try their very best to understand the genre and the fans within that genre whilst creating a game. Overwatch ticks all the boxes. All the characters have so much personality, it's hard not to fall in love with them. Not to mention, in my personal opinion, Blizzard is the Disney Pixar of cutscenes. Their shorts pull you into the world more than a lot of the narratives present in full-fledged games. The maps and game modes are just varied enough to keep you wanting to come back for more. Another large positive in Overwatch's favor is the constant content that Blizzard keeps developing for it, with seasonal, monthly, and now even a story-driven event. Now, that all being said, without any of those other things, Overwatch and Blizzard have something important going for them that other developers do not have. Bloody blue blaze and blister and sweet play of the game, it's communication. One thing that Blizzard seems to do better than any game developer that I've seen is communication. Jeff Kaplan is constantly on the Overwatch forums and Twitter communicating with the members of the Overwatch community. Blizzard seems to take every chance it can to improve upon Overwatch and make it more enjoyable for the people playing it. I've been a fan of Blizzard ever since The Lost Vikings, and personally to me it seems like their stock and trade is not video games but fun, entertainment and enjoyment. And on a separate note from Overwatch, referring to Blizzard more generally as a whole, they have some of the best customer support in video games. This game company seems to genuinely care about its fans. There was this one time, having problems with the old World of Warcraft account, something had gone awry with the free level 90 power-up. Long story short, the problem was fixed quick and easy by customer support. Even so, by this point frustration had set in, trying to relieve the problem by just going to Google. While talking to the customer support agent, she had realized that I had been a long-time customer of Blizzard. So, to make up for the inconvenience, she was going to provide a deluxe upgrade to StarCraft 2. The only problem being, I already had the collector's edition. So instead of upgrading StarCraft 2, she gave me a free skin to Heroes of the Storm for my favorite character, Sergeant Doomhammer. She didn't have to, but it made me feel valued as a customer. It can really help alleviate any agitation from a lot of previous mishaps. It was just nice to see a company care about its customers instead of just ignoring them. Many a time a person has tried to contact a game developer regarding a problem or a glitch or bug and just been flat out ignored. But in the gaming industry, it seems to be getting less and less frequent that companies actually care about the products that they produce and create. Once it's out there in the world, it's your problem, not ours. It seems like fan retention is something they care little about. And that's why, as it stands right now, Overwatch is number one. But alas, the game is not perfect, and neither is Blizzard. Because let's now talk about the elephant in the room. That no good, nasty, down and dirty, underhanded, miserable RNG loot box system. The only place RNG belongs is in a crit. It's rather clever that you're unlikely to get the skin you want in the special event, forcing you to play for every loot box you can in the hopes of collecting enough credits to get the one skin you want. And yes, the skins are not intrinsic to the game, it's just one of the little extras that makes Blizzard's games more enjoyable. Hell, the leveling system is tied directly into the loot boxes. Every time you get a level, you get a loot box, which can be nice until you realize that if you want that epic skin at 3,000 credits, you're going to have to buy a loot box or two. But once again, that doesn't necessarily detract from the fun. It does take a little out of the immersion. When you see everyone else running around in those nice skins, you really want one for yourself. Though it was thanks to the RNG system that I came to love Roadhog. Never having played him, and by the time we had gotten to the Chinese New Year's event, his Halloween skin, Christmas skin, and now Chinese New Year's skin had dropped dropped, so I decided why not give him a try. And now, one of my most used characters. So, here's hoping you enjoyed the first part of the top 5 Blizzard list. Number 1, Overwatch. Who knows? I could be wrong about all of this. I'm just a simple farm boy, knowing little in the ways of the world. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the comments below. Have a nice day.